we go to grade 13. Let's talk about that. Good morning. As you can tell, I film multiple videos in certain periods of time. And as you can tell, because I'm talking lower, these videos are filmed at night. Anyway, today we're going to grade 13, which means that we're going to be learning about some facts that you or I probably didn't know.
At Facebook. Music recognition. 30 screen brightness, screen mirroring, button. Get video, ad, skip ad.
Did you know the cabbage plant is made up of 91% water?
Like
Hello, and here's
85,
some
right?
random facts. Asia has the highest average IQ of any continent on Earth. October 3rd is National Boyfriend Day across the world. The full-time clown's average income is $51,000 per year. Excessive brain activity can shorten your lifespan. Pandas spend at least 12 hours a day eating. Neanamorphic is a word that means appearing younger than one's actual age. The record for the most female orgasms is 134 in 1 hour. Caffeine doesn't actually give you energy. It just blocks the receptors in your brain that let you know when you are tired. Always try foods that you didn't like as a kid. Our taste buds change every 7 years, so you're very likely to enjoy most foods you disliked. People born between September and November have a 40% higher chance of living to 100 than someone born in March. Did you know sharks
I'm born in
existed
December,
before
so I
trees
don't think
existed on Earth? Costco sells enough toilet paper per year to wrap around the Earth 1,200 times. Babies don't have kneecaps when they are born. Gatorade was developed for the Florida Gators football team, hence the name. 90% of the world's population lives in the northern hemisphere. It's not actually harmful to pick up baby birds like you've been told. Your finger bones are straight on the backside but curved on the palm side. There are 100 million living organisms inside your mouth. The highest recorded fever ever was 115 degrees Fahrenheit. If you walked for 12 hours per day, it would take the average person 690 days to walk around the world. If you type "do a barrel roll" into the Google search box, then the entire page will roll. Only 1% of people can type "Mike stinks" with their eyes closed. Did you know your fingernails grow faster when you are cold? Antarctica is the only continent that has no bees, snakes, or wasps. On average, women tend to have longer index fingers and men tend to have longer ring fingers. All babies are born with blue eyes. The right ear is better when listening to speech, while the left ear is better at listening to music. The electric chair was invented by a dentist. The first person to survive going over Niagara Falls later died by slipping on an orange pill somehow. Babies don't cry tears until they are at least 1 month old, they just make loud sounds instead. A millionaire is a person with little or no money at all. The richest 1% of the world owns 90% of the world in today's age. The average person swears 80 to 90 times per day. Did you know your eye pupil rises up to 45% when you look at someone you love? Roughly 100 people choke on pen caps per year in America. In 2017, police arrested a 99-year-old woman so she could cross it off her bucket list. There are 293 ways to make change for a single American dollar. Most male dogs lift their legs while peeing in order to make themselves look larger to other dogs. The longest surgery ever recorded was in 2001, and it took a team of 20 doctors a total of more than 4 days to complete. About 6% of divorced people remarry the same person they were married to before. It takes about 66 days for someone to develop a habit in their life. If you cover one eyeball, then the other eye will dilate itself. Having siblings is proven to help you get along with your peers. A dime has 181 ridges on the sides. Did you know
telling you that.
Nigerian scammers sold a fake airport for $242 million? A Japanese
Lucky
company
scammers.
awards its non-smoking employees 6 extra vacation days to compensate for the smokers having smoke breaks. An Amsterdam airport installed a picture of a fly in the urinals so guys can aim at it and avoid splashing the urine outside in an attempt to reduce the cleaning costs, and it worked. 25% of SpongeBob SquarePants viewers are adults with no children. A Dutch bicycle company put pictures of TVs on their bike boxes to prevent damage when shipping. In result, they saw an 80% decrease in damages. New York has been destroyed in more movies than any other city. For some reason, thinking in a foreign language can help you make more rational decisions. Within 5 minutes of waking up, 50% of your dream is already forgotten. Antarctica used to be called Australia until modern-day Australia stole its name in 1824, which left the continent nameless until its current name was adopted in the 1890s. Nearly 1/5 of China's homes are vacant, meaning there are enough empty homes in China for everyone in the United Kingdom to have one each. Researchers grow brain cells in a lab and successfully teach them how to play the 1970s video game Pong. When you kiss someone, their DNA will stay in your mouth for at least an hour afterwards. Music is as addictive to the brain as drugs or sex, if not more. 63 Earths can fit inside Uranus. A person turns 10 million minutes old when they have lived 19 years and 4 days. Girls daydream about their crushes all the time, they just don't show it. The type of music you listen to doesn't only affect your mood, but also changes the way you see the world. 11% of the world is left-handed. The word nerd was actually invented by Dr. Seuss. In 2014, a man from Arizona stole a diamond that was worth $160,000 and traded it for $20 worth of weed. If a friendship lasts longer than 7 years, psychologists say it will last a lifetime. If you sit for more than 11 hours per day, there's a 50% chance you'll die within the next
CV uploaded. Video ad info. Skip ad.
3 years. Did you know if there are 23 people in a room, there's a 50% chance 2 of them share a birthday? 2 out of every 3 emails sent is spam. The heaviest onion ever grown was 18 pounds and was grown in England. Somehow 7% of American adults think chocolate milk comes from brown cows. There's a town in Norway called Hell, and ironically, it never even gets warm there at all. Avocados are technically berries and not fruit. If you put grapes in the microwave, they will explode. Over the course of an average lifetime, most people will spend an entire year sitting on the toilet. Humans are the only animals on Earth with chins. Did you know sharks kill an average of 12 people per year, while humans kill 11,417 sharks per hour? Banging your head against the wall burns 150 calories an hour. 90% of text messages are read within 3 minutes of their delivery. In 2000, Japan voted instant ramen noodles as their greatest 20th century invention. Pokemon was number 8. When a cat blinks slowly at you, it's a sign of affection referred to as a kitty kiss. Gamophobia is the fear of relationships, marriage, or commitment. Without the moon, a day on Earth would only last 6 to 12 hours. Research has found that people who own dogs sleep better at night and get sick less often. Men who marry after 25 tend to live longer than men who marry younger. Did you know one single United States dollar bill only costs 5 cents to make, yet it's somehow worth $1? Triskaidekaphobia is the fear of the number 13. The world's longest hangover lasted 4 weeks after a Scotsman consumed 60 pints of beer. 12% of people dream entirely in black and white. A third of all divorce filings of 2011 in the US contained the word Facebook. Any American flags left on the moon will eventually get bleached white by the sun. Rabbits can see behind behind them without moving their heads. We throw away enough ribbon each year to tie a bow around the entire Earth. Scientists say milk from a specific type of cockroach is 3 times more nutritious than cow's milk. People weigh less if they stand at the equator than if they stand at the North or South poles. Did you know a group of stingrays is called a fever? Random facts. Luke Skywalker was originally named Luke Skykiller. Americans spend more time watching other people on television cook than they do cooking themselves. Canadians eat more macaroni and cheese than any other nation in the world. Your IQ
I don't believe
can decrease
we
by
do love it, so
much as 13% when you're stressed. When the moon is directly above you, you weigh less. The average woman absorbs around 5 pounds of damaging chemicals per year thanks to beauty products. 80% of dog owners would break up with their partner if they didn't like their pet. Youngest siblings tend to think they're the funniest in the family. Paternophobia is the fear of being tickled by feathers. Did you know cherophobia is the irrational fear of fun or happiness? Hello, and here's some random facts. If you lift a kangaroo's tail off the ground, it can't hop. Only 0.006% of the Korean population have armpit odor. If Pinocchio said my nose will grow now, it would create a paradox. Polar bears could eat as many as 10 penguins in a single sitting. Car manufacturer...
No, it wouldn't. Wait. Yeah, no, it wouldn't, because he's...
Volkswagen makes...
It would. Because he's lying. It would because he's lying, so it's not a paradox. Wait. Yeah.
That actually bring in more money than the cars now. The smallest bone in your body is in your ear, being 1/10 of an inch. Tennis players can be fined up to $20,000 for swearing while playing at Wimbledon. A baby octopus is about the size of a flea when it is born. A sheep, a duck, and a rooster were the first passengers to take a trip in a hot air balloon in 1783. Did you know around 95% of people text things they could never say in person? Straight A students have a higher risk of being bipolar. The average American thinks they're smarter than the average American. Honeybees can recognize human faces because they see faces in a compilation of 5,000 individual images. There are a total of 1,710 steps in the Eiffel Tower. The names of the Pokemon Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are based on Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. Pirates wore earrings because they believed they improved their eyesight. Octopuses actually have 6 arms and 2 legs, not 8 arms like you've been told. Pound cake got its name because the original recipe contained a pound of butter, sugar, flour, and eggs each. There are only 2 times that we know of that snow fell in the Sahara Desert. I bet you've done one of these things at least once. You tried breathing quieter while walking up a hill so bystanders don't hear you fighting for your life. You have laid next to somebody and tried to breathe like them and almost died.
No.
You have recorded yourself to see if you could sing or not, maybe even a few times. You accidentally called one of your teachers mom or dad during school. You have gone back to bed to try and complete the storyline of your dream. You've probably packed more clothes than actually realistically needed when going somewhere. You try to stay sleepy when you go to the bathroom during the middle of the night. You've had times where you look up your pain or problem online and it always makes you feel like you're going to die. If any were true, subscribe.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Those were so accurate. They somewhat alone. But as always, if you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you again tomorrow. Be your mythical best.